When you think of Wall Street, you think of power, money, and New York City. When you think of Black Wall Street, it's probably the story of Tulsa, Oklahoma's Greenwood District. But what if I told you that one of the most important Wall Streets in American history was in Richmond, Virginia, when Oklahoma was still frontier land? And this Wall Street was built by the Black community as an act of economic defiance in the face of the Confederacy. The visionary leader at the heart was a Black woman born to a formerly enslaved mother. Sit down, let's talk about the story of Jackson Ward, a neighborhood that became so successful it was known as the Harlem of the South and the Black Wall Street of the South. And all of this was happening during the brutal era of Jim Crow. Black Americans were systematically locked out of the economy. They were denied loans, fair banking, and the capital to build their own lives. So in Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederacy, they built their own. And the architect of this movement was Maggie Lena Walker. In 1903, she did something truly revolutionary. She founded the St. Luke Penny Savings Bank, becoming the first African-American woman in the country to charter and lead a bank. By the way, women could also do business at this bank. This is decades before it was even legal for women across the board, including white women, to do so in this country. Her goal wasn't just to make her own money, it was to empower the Black community in the face of all the efforts to shut them out. So Maggie Walker's vision was to pool the economic resources of the Black community, turn those nickels into dollars, dollars into homes, and homes into a thriving, self-sufficient neighborhood safe from the discriminatory practices of the white banking system. And it worked. The bank provided mortgages to Black families to buy homes and funded dozens of Black-owned businesses, helping to anchor Jackson Ward as an economic powerhouse for decades, which you can still see today walking on Broad Street and 2 Street in Richmond. And it's a reminder that some of the greatest acts of resistance aren't just in marches in the streets, but actually pooling resources and building economic power. It was and still is a radical act. Okay, so when you plan your trip to Richmond, visit the Maggie Lena Walker Monument on Broad Street, the Emancipation and Freedom Monument on Browns Island, and the African American Museum in Jackson Ward. And if you drive out to Ashland, stop by the Hanover County Black Heritage Society to learn more about stories like Maggie Walker and other game changers in American history.